matter who they may be. Yes. And so I invite the community to go to my website, which I think you said something about gumroads, KabaKamene.com.
Yes.
That's where my free course is and my free study guide.
Okay. So that is it, gumroad.com/KabaKamene?
Yeah, or you could go to www.KabaKamene.com and it'll take you to Gumroads.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure I was giving them correct. Okay.
Yeah, either way. But
beautiful.
The idea, brother, is that we are now with the present conditions that we're living under, this is a quickening. It's happening, but I'm telling our people, you got to get ready. You got to get ready for what's coming.
Yes.
And you also have to stop depending on other people to give you what you should be giving yourself.
That's right.
Hey, I appreciate all those that are out here doing the work. I appreciate all those who are standing up for what they believe is just and righteous. I appreciate that. But when all is said and done, I got to let you know, African people were not waiting for white folk to get involved in the Underground Railroad to build it.
No.
Black folk were looking for their freedom from the moment they were assaulted in Africa.
That's right.
Our rebellion started in Africa. It just didn't start on the plantations. We was whooping them when we was in Africa. Get your hands off me.
That's right. I'm not going nowhere. That's right. Baba, before allow me to say this, please. And then I want to fast forward to where we are presently. So going back, being part of the Hidden Colors series with Tariq Nasheed, Dr. Umar Johnson, and all of the other great, phenomenal brothers and sisters, and my elders, of course, they're all my elders, Dr. Smalls, Dr. Imhotep, and so on and so forth. What was that experience like for you? Because so many people participated, but not everyone was invited to come back or had an opportunity to do Hidden Colors 1, 2, 3, and 4. And also 1804, A Hidden History of Haiti, that you were also in with Dr. Smalls and Dr. Imhotep. What was that like for you? I mean, everything just took off. You had, as you say, a quickening moment, and many others to follow. What was that experience like for you?
My brother, well, I'll tell you, okay, let's move through it, because I am the one scholar that has been in all of them.
Yes.
Including 5, The Art of Black Warfare.
Right. Say that.
Here's what I feel, and this is what I say to community. Everybody listening to this presentation, I just want to drop this on you. Brother Kenya, I want to drop this on you. It's something that Dr. Clark instilled in me. This is some of the memories that I have. I can even hear his voice telling me this. Mm-hmm. He said, don't ever present yourself to your people unprepared.
Yes.
He said, take the time to do your due diligence, your research, and perfect your craft. Whatever it is that you do, if you work for sanitation, be the best sanitation worker on the street. If you drive bus, if you're a nurse, if you wait for the light to turn red so you can come out and clean somebody's windshield, be the best windshield cleaner on the block.
Yes, sir.
So that when that door opens, this is what my mother used to always say. She'd say, Skip, talk about imagination. My nickname is Skip in my family. Skipper.
Okay.
She says, Skip, you have a big mouth. And you do a lot of talking. She said, this is back in like the 60s and 70s. She said, but the door's not open for you right now. You can scream all you want, but the door is not open right now. She said, but I guarantee you, one day, that door will open. Be prepared to walk in. Yes. Now, this was at a time where nobody was thinking about, I was a child. I was young. The reason why I started responding to your question this way is because by the time Tariq Nasheed and Ola, this is the brother that had contacted me originally, by the time they contacted me to be a part of Hidden Colors, I was prepared. I had done my due diligence throughout my life in classrooms with our children, talking to them, teaching them. I was a classroom teacher. I was not who I am now. Yes, I was a classroom teacher. I used to get up every morning and go to work. I would prepare tests. I would prepare my lesson plans. I would go into the classroom. I would teach. I do lunch duty. But I always was perfecting my craft. I was always studying. I never thought I had arrived at that point where I'm there. I'm never there. Brother, when you said that you're always learning, you're a student, I am an eternal student. The one thing I have learned is the fact that the more I learn, how much more I have to learn. So that my experiences in the Hidden Colors series, being with Tariq as frequently as I've been with him, having conversations with him from Los Angeles to New York, even going to Cleveland, Ohio, I can see that the Creator has been preparing him for his work. They have prepared James Smalls, my brother, my elder brother, and George Fraser, the economist, and Claude Anderson. We've all been perfecting our craft to present ourselves with respect, integrity to our community. Because part of what I think is really one of the great things about Hidden Colors is the authenticity of the speakers who come before the community.
It's real. It's definitely real. You feel it. You feel the vibrations.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And you would think that the way in which we all are in sync with each other, you might think that we were all in the same room. You might think that we all knew what each was going to say. I had no idea what them other people were going to say. They had no idea what I was going to say. Tariq sends you the questions, and then you choose the questions that you feel comfortable responding to. Send it back to him. You go to your location, wherever it may be, and you film your part. Well, I film like close to 3 hours each time. And I'm sure the others.
Bobby, you still with us? Your audio went out. Your audio went out. You're back in now. You had went out for about 10 seconds.
Yeah, man, because I'm traveling, and I get that because I hit a no phone zone. But going back, what was the last thing you heard me say, brother?
So you were talking about how prepared you were before Tariq and them guys had approached you, and you were talking about that experience. Okay. Working with the brothers, and how Tariq would send questions to you all, and you did like 3 hours each time you answered questions, something to that effect.
And I'm sure he did it with everybody. He'd say, "Is there a special hotel you like to stay in? Is there a particular airline that you like to travel with? Is there anything special dealing with your diet? Is there anything that we can do for you while you're here?" And he has a car come to get you. The car is with you all day long. Wherever else you want to go, you can go there too. And so the courtesy that is extended to all of us is of the top notch, very professional. My time with my brother Tariq in particular, the last one, I'll tell you the story about the last time that I went there. It was in Los Angeles, and we went to his home, and we were there just, I went in, and there he was taping other people at the time. And when I went off into the room, there's a little pit bull come up in there. And I thought it was Tariq's pit bull. I thought, the pit bull was keeping his eye on me to make sure I didn't mess up. And so the pit bull was there, and I was talking to the pit. And then when it came my time, I went to tape. This was the chance I had to meet Tariq's wife. This is the first time I'd ever met his wife before. And she was telling me about her experiences with Hidden Colors and about, the things that she became aware of and just in general. This was right after they had gone into his home, by the way. I don't know if you remember the time when somebody called in and said that he was a terrorist, and they busted down, went right up into
I heard about that.
Okay, well, that was right after. He filmed me right after that. And so I was asking her, how did she feel about it, and how were her children doing through the experience? But what he told me was that the youngest one was very young, in arms, that young, that baby was still being carried. But the other two were children were in school, so they didn't experience. And the one that was home was too young to really somewhat understand, although the vibration was there because mother carried him through. But the Hidden Colors series was very powerful. Now, also let me recommend to the family that if you enjoyed Hidden Colors, there's another documentary done by Amadeus Christ titled Out of Darkness. If you enjoyed Hidden Colors, you will definitely enjoy Out of Darkness, because Amadeus Christ is a graphic artist. And so he creates graphics in that movie, along with having a segment on the African origins of hip-hop.
Okay.
And it's on Amazon Prime, by the way.
Okay, beautiful.
And so those are my collective memories. But there are other documentaries also, such as Elementary Genocide, Black Friday. There's one that I was in that is titled Secret to Ballin'. The interesting thing about Secret to Ballin' is I went out to Los Angeles to do some work, and I was called by a brother, Kenyatta, who was producing a film to talk to young people about the concept of ballin', success. And he chose people that seemed to be successful, well, not seemed, but they were successful in their area. He reached out to Snoop Dogg, Faith Evans. He reached out to Chris Brown. And he reached out to RZA and to Redman and other members of Wu-Tang Clan. And he asked me if I'd be in it from an educational perspective. Michael Beckwith was there as it relates to spirituality. And so I said, sure. Like I say again, any way that I can help the community, I'm there. So we go, and we go into a park in Los Angeles, and I sit on a rock. In fact, if you go to YouTube, you'll see a number of excerpts of my interview with Kenyatta. I'm sitting on a rock in Los Angeles. But there's a gymnasium, there's an activity center, there's a community center, and then there's this really nice looking park. And so I